Hello, we are going to be talking about the 5E lesson plan model. So, this will just be a quick overview to get you familiar with the different components of 5E. So, the components of 5E lesson plan are engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. And we will go over each of these components. The first component of a 5E lesson plan is to engage your students. This is where we want to capture their attention, get them excited about the new concept, topic, or standard that you're going to be teaching. Activate their prior knowledge. What strengths are they already coming in with that you can build upon to help them be successful with the new material? So you really want to get them primed for learning in this engage stage. You're going to encourage them to question and think critically, and it's going to give you an idea as the educator of what strengths your students have and get a real grasp on what they're coming in with before you move on with the teaching section. The next component of 5E is to explore. And this is really a bridge from their prior knowledge that you are activating in the engage stage. That's going to go into the new concept. But right now you're in this middle, you're getting them primed for the concept. So you're going to build on what they already know. So you're going to give them opportunities to explore concepts through a guided learning experience, which means you are going to kind of cultivate and give them different resources that you would like them to look into and investigate based on the topic or the concept. So after your students have had a chance to activate their prior knowledge through engagement, they've had a chance to explore some of the new concepts. Now you're going to go in as the teacher and you are going to explain what the concept is. So this is going to be the direct instruction portion of the lesson. If you are doing station rotation, this is going to be that teacher-led station. And you really want to help the students to synthesize this new knowledge. They're going to ask questions. It really needs to be a two-way conversation. You're going to give them knowledge, but they're also having that asset-based learning that they're bringing in because you activated what they already know, and then you gave them a little bit of information to explore. So now you're going to clarify any questions that they have. And you want to use multiple forms of media to be able to meet students' learning styles and their needs. So you want to try to have something visual, maybe presentation, infographics. If you're talking about vocabulary, try to have some type of way that they can see what the word means that goes along with that definition. The next part is to elaborate, and this is a part that helps students take the new knowledge that they've acquired through the explain phase, also their time exploring and activating the prior knowledge, to be able to apply it to other subject matter, to be able to apply it to real world concepts, just taking that information and seeing how it is applicable. So with elaborate, you can have your project-based learning. You can have Genius Hour. That's what I was trying to think of. Genius Hour is a great way to elaborate as well. Minecraft, students can build on something. You can have them do their own TED Talk. You can have them create a podcast. So this is the really creative part of the lesson where students are able to take what they've learned and apply it in their own way. So finally, evaluating, you're just checking for understanding. What were those objectives and goals that you had for students with this lesson? So now you're going to go back and evaluate formally, informally, just kind of see how were students thinking about the topic and where did they grow? You know what they came in with, what were their assets at the beginning during the engage phase, and then now at the end. So you can see that growth with the knowledge they came in with and what they are taking at the end of this lesson. And how did they approach the problem when you're really looking at how they're asking questions during the explain phase, when they're doing their elaborate project? How are they approaching it? What are they going about? Are they really challenging themselves? Are they really meeting that objective? And then as a teacher, reflect on the lesson. Reflect on the resources that you provided on the choice boards or in the explore phase. Were those resources valuable to your students? Did they meet the learning needs of your particular students? And so really reflect on the lesson, not only the students' work, but also how you prepared and gave the information and resources. So some of the evaluation strategies, going back to that KWL, your kiddos would now fill in the L column. What did they learn? You can do a quizzes or Kahoot, different assignments that you give to them, and observing as you're watching them work and as you're watching them in discussions, how engaged were they? Students can also do a self-evaluation and have a reflection of their learning. So maybe you keep a journal or a digital portfolio of their work throughout the process. You can also do peer evaluations if your students are working together collaboratively and just kind of see how their peers felt about their progress and the input that they put in. So again, that's the 5E lesson plan model. Engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. I hope you found this helpful. I hope this is something that you are interested in utilizing with your students, since it does allow for multiple means of representation and student agency, as well as creativity. And there are ways that you can implement 5E lessons with station rotation, flipped classroom, and other blended learning models. Thank you very much for your time.